Right there, guys. So David Ornstein has done another question and answer session over on the Athletic for the subscribers. He's mentioned Liverpool in a few things that are not all Liverpool questions where people have asked about Liverpool, but he's mentioned Liverpool in them. So we're going to discuss all this in this video. If you end up liking this video, guys, make sure you're hitting that like button, subscribing to the channel. I've had a fair few new subscribers over the past couple of days, so appreciate all the support. And leave a comment down below. Any of these players, any at all, even if it's the slightest little hint, would you like them to come to Liverpool? Is what I want to know at the end of this video, guys. And as well, just to preface, just because I'm talking about it, it's not an endorsement. It doesn't mean I believe it. I will say as we go through each individual thing, whether I believe it or whatever, as we're doing the video. So just to stop you from caps locking me to death straight away, just because I'm talking about it, it's not an endorsement. So yeah, let's get started, shall we? So first one is about Nico Williams. And the question is basically about an Arsenal question. And it says that, Andrea Berta, the new sporting director at Arsenal, apparently had a meeting with Nico Williams' representatives. And how likely is it for Arsenal to sign him this summer? So in response to that, Ornstein has said that they've had a long-running pursuit of him based on Arteta's desire to sign him, and it's well documented. I have no reason to doubt the reports of a meeting taking place between his agent and the sporting director. This is pretty normal. You'd be surprised if meetings with representatives of targets were not happening. Clearly, it seems like Arsenal will try again, and I doubt they will be alone. Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Chelsea, and Liverpool are among clubs to have considered or even pursued him in the past. But this is a highly challenging deal to do, and therefore there is no guarantee it will happen. There is a release clause of £50.6 million, and that needs to be paid in full, plus a very healthy salary. We reported some time ago that Williams is expected to be more open to a move this summer than he has done previously. However, he is still only 22, he still has the ties to Athletic Club and their coach, and they are very strong. It's not an easy one for me to call, I'm afraid, is what Ornstein said. So, on Williams, he was heavily linked with Liverpool last summer. I think, the release clause is the same as it was back then, but it's the wages for me, guys. Like, if you believe some of the rumours, he was wanting something like 350k a week, and it was going to be for a position that we don't need strengthening because he predominantly plays over on the left-hand side. I could see maybe it happening if Mo Salah leaves the club, but again, you're filling a hole that's not there. We've already got Gakpo, Diaz if he stays over there, so you're spending money where you don't really need it. So I don't think Liverpool will be in the hunt for Nico Williams this summer. I'd be very surprised if they are. But, it's good to see that we're being mentioned with players like this, with our reported interest in the past. But I think this deal's dead in the water before we even get started, guys. Next up, a Liverpool question. Are Liverpool targeting any midfielders? And if so, what names have you heard floating about? Ornstein says, this doesn't seem to be a department at the top of their priority list. And if that's the case, you can understand why. Zubimendi was viewed as a market opportunity, and when Liverpool's pursuit didn't come to fruition, they decided against pivoting to another target. It was him who they wanted. That call appears to have been vindicated with Gravenberch's outstanding season, Endo's contributions, McAllister's consistency, and Curtis Jones shining when called upon. Now, a part of me wouldn't be surprised if Liverpool did go for Zubimendi again in the summer, because you was interested before, you'd be still interested now, surely. But I am more inclined to think that you wouldn't go out there and get a big name to come in and compete with Gravenberch after the season he's had, because you'd just be pushing his face out. Do you know what I mean? So I think this summer that's true. Liverpool won't go out there and sign a big name midfielder. I think it's most likely you'll see Stefan Bajcetic come in to be competition and someone to rotate with Gravenberch throughout the course of the season. Help towards the homegrown quota that we need. He's young, so Gravenberch won't think he's been, pushed out by bringing somebody else in. We all expect Endo to move on this summer. We've already seen links with him to, was it Stuttgart or Eintracht Frankfurt over in Germany? I will mention this, but I don't know why, but I just have a sneaky suspicion that if a bid came in for McAllister, he would be sold. And I can't put my finger on it. It's just a feeling I've got. And I know you're all going to cap locksmith to death now, saying he's the best midfielder in the squad, blah, 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 or whatever, right? But I don't know. I've had that feeling for a fair bit, and I have mentioned it on a live stream before about McAllister. And I don't know where it stems from. But yeah, I don't know if it's because of the interviews he's done where he said he'd love to go play in Spain or whatever. But yeah, I just have that feeling about McAllister. So if he was to move on, I could see Liverpool going out and getting a big name. But for Endo moving, nah. I reckon it's like a Stefan Bajcetic. That's about it, guys, for that. Where are we up to now? The next one we've got is about Jamie Gittens. Now, this is a player that I've seen many fans mention to me they'd like for Liverpool to go out and sign as, like, you know, a winger, a backup, Salah replacement, whatever, Diaz replacement. And the question is, what is his future? Liverpool and Chelsea are reportedly interesting. Have you heard anything? Ornstein says, he's definitely a player Chelsea are considering, which surprises me because they've already got, like, what, 15 wingers already? I don't know about Liverpool, but they are a host of interested parties. There's a good chance he leaves. I think there's a release clause in the event that Dortmund fail to qualify for Europe, but I would need to check that. Nothing is set in stone at this stage. So it's a bit of a nothing answer, but Ornstein chose to answer this question because a list of questions comes through. So there's something there, maybe. Would he be a good fit for Liverpool? Probably. Yeah, I'd say so. Only for that release clause, though. I don't see Liverpool going out there and spending 70, 80 million on, like, how old is he, like 19, 20 year old to come in and be a backup to Gakpo or whatever. I would be happy if he came in if we sold Luis Diaz, 100%. He's got the English quota as well that would help us. He's got a bright future. He's been really good when he's been playing for Dortmund. A lot of you guys have mentioned him to me as well. So yeah, if we lose Diaz and there's that release clause that's at a decent price, say, what, 50 million, then yeah, I'd be all over that in a heartbeat. But as of right now, I don't think he's a name for Liverpool right now. I think this is the last one, to be fair. Yeah, it is. So the question is, there's a lot of talk about Liverpool being in the market for a new number 9 this summer. Are you aware of any genuine interest from Liverpool in certain players in that position? Ornstein says, just the Alexander Isak stuff we and others have covered previously. They have multiple options, of course, but I think Liverpool will want a clearer picture of the Salah situation, what's happening with Diaz, which could have been affected by the Barcelona news, you know, where they've apparently got done, like, they thought they'd cleared the books, but now they're saying that they haven't or something, so maybe that deal's dead again this summer, who knows? And whether Darwin Núñez definitely leaves. I think we can all guarantee that he's going, but I don't think it'll be for like 50, 60 million. I reckon you get about 30 million, 40 million for him, max. They do remain confident that Salah will renew. Diaz is certainly one to watch, given that there's still not been a new deal, and he has plenty of suitors, and there's a decent chance that Núñez goes. So you can definitely see somebody coming in, but we don't have many names yet. And that will do, you guys, for this video. I mean, again, that's probably a bit of a nothing answer. Again, I'm just touching on it because it's Ornstein, so he's one of the reliable journalists, you know, that we listen to him and Paul Joyce, so that's why I'm talking about it. Do I expect Núñez to go? Yeah. Do I expect Diaz to go? 75%, yeah. Do I expect Salah to stay? Yeah, I do. I expect him to sign a new contract. So when you're going into next season, if them two leave, you are left with Gakpo, Salah, Chiesa, and Jota, who, again, question marks. Do Liverpool move on from him with his injury record? I know he won the game for us yesterday, but, you know, he's not reliable to stay fit, is he? So what do you do in that situation? So to wrap this up, in my opinion, I do believe Liverpool will sign a number 9, possibly 2 if Jota moves on as well, guys, in the summer. But anyway, let me know your thoughts on all of this, guys, in the comments down below. Like the video and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.